Here's Christiane again from Core Essentials Energized Through Pilates. I hope you enjoyed last week's workout, and without further ado, we're going to do another workout today. Right, I want you to put the feet together, roll it down, belly button to spine, keep your knees together, and take a deep breath in, stretch it out through your abdominals and bring it in. So firstly we're going to do something about our hunchback, because we're all hanging over our tablets, cell phones and laptops, more or less a fair amount of time, right? So I want you to keep your shoulder blades together and squeeze them even more together. So bring your feet a bit further in, that was actually more for me. And I want you to retract your shoulder blades and breathe out. And again, breathe out. And again, really squeeze them together. I want you to try not to bring your shoulders up to your ears and bring it down. Okay, so now I want you to keep them back, and I want you just to push, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now bring the arms down, palms facing down. If you find it difficult to relax your shoulders, you're welcome to turn your palms facing up and just really like upper body like jelly into the ground. So I want you now to bring the hip widths apart, knees, so hip, the bony part of the hip, not what you think your hip looks like, and roll it up, bring it up, and rolling it down, right? Give me 9 more of those, breathe out, and breathe in. Breathe out, and breathe in, and 4. You forget by now that I'm really bad at counting, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 2 more, I'm watching you, and 9, and 10. So I want you to bring it up, and I want you to wiggle your pelvis. Watch first. I want you to turn your pelvis to the left, turn your pelvis to the right, lower your bum a bit, turn your pelvis to the left, turn your pelvis to the right. Lower your bum a bit. You're not on the floor yet. Turn your pelvis to the right. Turn your pelvis to the left. And now we're going to bring it down. Beautiful bum work, but at the same time also a release for your back. And with all the sitting we're doing in front of the computer, it's a good idea to release our back. So I always try to get a little bit of both in strength and release into our sessions. So we're going to roll it up. So we're going to do 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. And roll it up. Keep your abdominals connected. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and roll it down. The difficult part is not to sway your legs with it, right? You're just working from your pelvis, bringing it up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze this butt of yours. And 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 5 more to go. And roll 4 to go. Rolling it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze it, your bum should be shaking by now. And 4 to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rolling it down. And 3 to go. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down we go. 2 to go. And roll it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down you go. Last one. Make no mistake, just because you are living in another country, I'm watching you like a hawk, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, nice stretch to the hamstrings and bringing it up. Keep the head down. 10 on each leg. Bringing it down and breathe out. Connect your abdominals. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Other side. Okay, stay until the end. I've got a surprise for you in the end. No giving up. 2 and 3. 4. Keep those abs tight. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Beautiful. Okay, so I want you to roll it up. Right? I want you to, we're going to stretch forward through our spine. And if there's anything wrong with your lower back and you find discomfort, please leave that exercise out. Right? I don't do skeletal pain or joint pain. That is just not on. Muscle pain is very much on. And you find that out when you train with me, online or in my studio. It's just part of it, right? Let me just come a little bit over before I sit at my boards. Okay, so nice straight back, and you're going to breathe out. Your pinky is going over to your left turn. And you go in your own range of movement down. So 2, 3, 5 on each side. 4, breathe out. And 5. And 6. Ah, I forgot to turn. Other side. And 1. You should have told me. 2. And 3. And 4 and 5. Right. Now let's do something a little bit more advanced. So you've got 2 options. Let's think about it first. So we're going to do a roll down. We're going to do them every single time. I do them with every single client because I find it very relaxing when I'm stressed out. I close my eyes and roll down one vertebra at a time and roll it up again, and I do that about 20 times and really try to go down to base. And so that would be our normal roll down. We've done that last time, and you breathe out and reach forward towards your feet. Right. Now, you can do this with your legs up, alternating, but we're not going into that right now. So we're going to keep the feet together. If you find that difficult, stay with the first movement. You're going to roll it down. So now I'm taking your legs as a movement catalysator, or whatever you want to call it, away. Right. So you can bring them in as much as you want, so that you're not using your hip flexors to come up. So, bring it down. And bring it up. You can see my feet want to come up to help, but we are not allowing them to do that. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of those. And I always do the workout, the online workout, with my clients. I stop in between to check so that they're not cheating, so like watching you. But I don't believe just talking people through it, because everybody learns in a different way, and I learn by watching and listening. So I think you have to see it before you know what you should do. So it's always a combination between watching you, showing you what to do, and if you're battling, to then also demonstrate to you what are different options. But the end result of my teaching is always, I'll say it like it's better, the goal of my teaching is always to get you to your goal. What is that where you see yourself? If you've done 10 sessions with me, what do you want to achieve in 10 sessions? If you've done 30 sessions with me, what do you want to achieve in 30 sessions? So, most clients train with me on a monthly basis, and I see them for years to come. But I do offer also the option of buying packages of 10, especially for Skype clients. I have no idea how many we've done. So I want you now to bring your legs tight again, bring it over to the side, bring your arm down, so that we see that you can see my whole length of my body. And you're going to do 30. For the length of the video, we're going to just do 10 of it. Okay, I want you to bring it forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Forward, backwards is 1, not 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that. Okay, so, right? So nicely, I want you to have the feeling that you're lying against the cement wall and you cannot roll back. If you need to, you can bring your arm forward and stabilize yourself like that. Well, as soon as you move up your leg, you're going to feel your transverse abdominis and your obliques kicking in. So nice also for your waist shaping. It's a glute med exercise, so it's part of a bum exercise. And I work that a lot with my clients because, I mean, let's face it, who doesn't really want a super duper looking bum, isn't it? We all want to have sexy bums. Okay, so then you would also go over to the other side, but only after you've done now the circuits. So you're going to do 30 circuits. By now your bum should be burning, right? So 30, like, get my German tongue into an English sentence. Okay, so you're going to do 30 of those circles. And then we're going to turn around and do the other side. And just have to look what my cat is doing, because apparently there's something really important in my wicker basket. And forward, backwards. So if you find you need to stabilize, stabilize. There's always a way to get you to do the exercise to achieve the desired results, but in the range of your motion, in the ability of your body. And that is my problem, basically. I couldn't think of the English word for a second. That is my duty, to make sure that you're reaching your goal under my guidelines, obviously. And let's just face it, I'm saying very careful under my guidelines, because if you say you want to lose 20 kilos and want to work with me, and say you want to lose 20 kilos in half a year, if you go home as soon as our hour is finished and we're going into circles and eat 20 bar ones every day, then I can stand on my head and wiggle with my toes. You won't lose that weight, right? So I always say I give guarantees if you follow my guidelines, and even then I won't give guarantees. I work with you as hard as I possibly can, and you achieve your goal if we work well together. Right? What do you say, Alice? Yes. Alice is achieving her goal of eating as much as one can possibly can. Alright, so your bum should be sore now. We spoke about your goal and what you want to reach. So I've got an offer to make for you for online classes. I charge as a special for you in the moment, so you can get ready for the holidays and have the desired body which fits the woman you desire to be in for $10. So $10 for one class, or you can buy a package of 10 classes for $100 up front, where I will design, obviously we have a meeting beforehand, where I design the program for you, and I will do it with you online, 45 minutes online per session. Will I design the program for you, and we do it together to your needs and your requirements. So I think that's a brilliant idea to get you ready for the holidays, be it cold or be it warm, wherever you are. If it's cold, then you have no excuse to lie on your mat at home in front of your laptop and watching me and doing it. If it's warm, you don't have an excuse either, because you want to look good in your swimming costume or bikini. So make a choice. What do you want to do? So this is my offer for you. 45 minutes, personalized class, individual class, personal training, Pilates fitness, for $10 for 45 minutes, online individual session, once off, or $100 for 10 classes, then specifically designed a series for you of 10 45-minute slots for what you desire. You can lengthen it and do as many $100 10-time sessions as you want, but that's my offer to you. I love you lots. See you soon.